But we won't tell them what it is. There won't be one.
That would make
If
them
we
do
get
it better.
to a
You told them what it was, they
$1
would do
million
it.
stretch goal, we'll do that.
Yes. In fact, speaking of stretch goals, do keep in mind, 160K, you'll get a 3-on-3 all-star match. We are approaching 150, which would guarantee that we get an EU CIS final.
Woo.
And hang on, I don't want
To be clear, though,
batteries out again.
Kyle will not be in that all-star match.
Don't say that. Never say never.
That. If he is, then we've clearly not found the pros, and we're just kind of going bottom barrel.
That would be if Syndren's involved, but
Sorry,
sure.
Mixed up the names.
I'm
again,
not the
but
greatest
mainly
player either, I will say. However, I did love me some Shaker. It's an interesting first pick. Not surprised, though. Tons of team fight, strong, not laner, but rotator.
Enabler.
Enabler.
Secures your offlane because you always make sure the first double wave's coming into you, and also that pressure, you can move between the two lanes and have that fissure presence. If the mid laner steps into the river, he might die depending on the matchup.
Builds walls. Americans love doing that.
Too soon.
Sorry, sir.
Sir? What? Showing him so much praise.
I'm the host. I'm in charge.
Thank you,
You should show a
Master
little
Kyle.
more respect.
Thank you, Master
Gov.
Kyle, for your presence. It's truly an honor to be on this
I
panel.
don't want a sycophant. I want a colleague, a respectable colleague. So I actually, if you could get off the panel and swap the camera guy, that'd probably help us out. But Oracle Ursa, that'll certainly help out against the Shaker. You have a very strong laning match. You can't really enter the lane as a 4-position Shaker if there's an Ursa there. And Artur's just trying to prove us wrong.
He is. He is.
Have you seen the bands from EG? They want to play Ursa. They're like, be gone, Zoo. We are going with our boys. They wanted to play Ursa, and they were like, Artur, what hero are you going to play? Ursa. What do you not want to play against? Zoo. All right, 4 bans done.
What do you think about Ring of Tarask first item on Ursa? I'm surprised we haven't seen Artur pick that up. He's a big fan.
It doesn't play for the hero. I feel that item is good on heroes that play the lane and want to exist and farm. But then Ursa plays off of maybe an UV, and move speed is his fundamental kind of component. So you don't really want to sit and hit creeps.
real quick, because I've got no idea what that item gives you. It's like health regen or something.
It's 600 gold.
Okay.
It gives you 150 HP and 4.5 health regen. It's actually pretty insane. It's like a ring of health mixed in with half a Vit booster, more than half.
It's because, obviously,
Yeah,
Headdress was
pretty
the
good.
previous patch, right? It had attributes, that's now gone, so you're potentially seeing your Pos 5s pick that up, and then maybe the carries, maybe like a Spectre type hero could pick up that, and now you've got like some pseudo Warlock in your lane where you're just pumping out heals without actually needing to waste any mana. So
I feel like it's going to make the Ursa play differently in lane, right? You know, usually you want to pick Ursa when you can chase somebody down, you know, pair him with a bit of catch. But if you have the Oracle, you know, it's not really a thing. But yeah, I guess like giving him some health regen and helping him out a bit, you know, level up that Shocker needs going to be a bit of a healthy boy.
But this Venomancer, it's the
Survivability.
classic ES kind of combo. ES likes to enable offlaners that don't really have a good time.
Yep.
Veno is one of the classics for I need a lot of help.
I
And-
remember. Sorry, please.
No,
continue.
I was say, and the last point is it's kind of again a classic counter to the Ursa. Ursa playing off speed. You're going to have all these kind of plague wards around the place. So I think Veno overall good pick, but it's kind of I think expected. It isn't going to be a surprise to EG.
It's I'll never forget because it's one of those drafts you kind of just will remember. Game 3, ESL 1 Manila, Complexity versus Wings Gaming. Wings drafted a Veno Shaker safe lane, Invoker mid, Io Wisp off, or Io Weaver off lane. But we were playing a Dazzle Beast off, which at the time was like this incredibly strong pressure lane, right? We were going to kill you. And they just plopped an Earthshaker behind a Veno and traded, and eventually we just were like, okay. He went 1-3-1, which I think is still the build on the Veno, and he would just drop a ward and hit us, and hit the other guy.
Yep.
And it's like, oh, 150 damage.
Yep,
Like,
pretty
congrats.
cool.
And we're spam healing, we're pushing the wave, and it just doesn't do anything. And you can't kill this guy, because you're already slow enough, and then boom, the Fissure to block. If by chance you get a kill opportunity, so what? You could just come back to lane. It's not going to happen twice, and the Shaker's then free to roam as well once the Veno is able to self-sustain.
It's also the value of, depending on the location in which you're jumping them, once you commit, you're so deep that you're going to be slowed by Gale, the wards. That disconnecting from that engagement is going to be very hard. So TP rotations are even incredibly valuable when you're playing with the Venomancer.
Yeah. And do we like whatever the hero they picked just was?
Earth Spirit, yes,
Yes.
we do. Recently buffed, you know, reduced the rocks recharge time, I believe, what the numbers are? No idea.
Kyle, you're so smooth, man. Like you're like, I have no idea what's happening right now. I need some help, please, guys. So what's that key hero, that really fundamental hero that's going to unlock this draft that he just picked? Sorry, Nomad.
It wasn't that.
No, it wasn't that. Witch Doctor.
Oh man! As soon as I see Witch Doctor, I get upset because it just played an EG snap pick the Darkseer, of course, because they now see that one, you need the ability to just run through the Venom, right? Like the Darkseer is one of the best heroes up against him because you just activate the Ursa. Suddenly you're not worried about being kited anymore because you're charging forward hasted.
Yep.
Plus, Witch Doctor doesn't do a damn thing to a Darkseer. You don't kill him. You don't offer any threat. You're just gonna watch him pull your creep wave.
It's the classic counter, of course. Darkseer buys auras. Venom doesn't like playing against auras. And then you said about Surge. Ursa buys phase boots. Phase boots plus Surge. I do not care about your Plague Wards, your move speed load. I'm gonna, like you said, run through them. So I like the draw from EG. This is how you enable your Ursa. They played it in the first game, was
not
a horrendous game for Ursa. That is not when you pick it and want to play it. But this game, this is tempo, this is how you end it. And like they're setting themselves up. I don't know if DP's banned, I assume it is. But DP Darkseer as well is disgusting.
DP was banned in the first phase.
I assumed it was.
Overall by Business Associates. Thanks for paying attention.
That's fine. Thank you for also, I was testing you like you test us on the daily. So you checked it, you get a gold star. Thank you.
What's my middle name? Exactly.
Wrong. I don't know how. Twitch chat goes wild.
Embarrassing.
For you, for me, for everyone, all three of us.
I mean, I feel like as I said, I'm not used to this tunneling thing. I feel like I'm in a tennis match where I just kind of look backwards, look forwards, look backwards, look.
Oh, that's fun. You got the easy seat. The middle is where to be.
Is it? Why?
Yeah.
What's
your work? You just got to take it.
Well, it's like if you were to, let's say, throw Nahaz in T-Governor's seat, and effectively anyone in this seat, the middle guy can just kind of watch. It's great. You get paid, usually.
It's eady to lock eyes here, you know?
And it's like I keep making jokes like I'm salty about not getting paid. I volunteered. I wanted to be here. It's just a joke. They go for the Lone Druid. Now this, I love this hero. Really good against the Oracle because you just do a ton of sustained damage. In addition, EG's lineup is a little weaker in the mid-game team fights, and a Mask of Madness timing the Lone Druid plus level 7 berry. Just boom, smack towers. We talked about how important it was to get those tier 1s first. It's a really nice choice here. And as you can see, EG banned out effectively all of the zoo.
The zoo.
So what were you supposed to do?
It's closed.
And the zoo is closed. Don't go to the zoo.
No. Or any social place that you don't really need to go to.
Yeah. But did you see the video of the penguins?
The
penguins that got let out of the zoo and they got to go explore the other exhibits?
Free running penguins, dude.
Yeah.
Should be all the time. But people would steal them.
Penguins also propose to their mates much in the way that we do. They give a really nice pebble, and then penguins, they actually will mate for life.
Wow.
So theoretically, what if a human were to give a... If you gave a penguin a pebble, would it think you're proposing to it?
Wait, what?
I have no idea.
You're suggesting that... No, okay, moving on from this weird pebbly penguin moment of... Ugh. You know what he was suggesting, right?
Could you marry a penguin?
I mean, probably. There's a woman in America who married a bridge.
Yeah, but that's an actual thing where they have a relationship with actual objects. Like, there's also a woman who married like the Eiffel Tower or something, and she was like emotionally connected with it, and she'd go and take flights there.
Do you think? I would argue that it's actually more disappointing that becomes a news story. If you want to, if you at home, whoever you want, whatever you want to marry, maybe your chair, your mouse, your desk,
it's hard to
go for it. But let's not report on it. Who cares?
I guess us. We're talking about it.
Fuck, we got Kardashians.
Damn.
Let's get into the game. Ember Spirit, DK, the final 2 bans, and a Quap. Woo! That is another excellent hero up against the Darkseer. But still, this to me, Crit, he's playing the Earth Spirit. He can be the killer. And it's curious, which hero will EG pick up for Ryoya in that mid lane? How do they want to go with this Quap? Puck's in the pool, I believe. But then you have limited damage.
Ooh, straight away. Nice. Limited damage how? Can see your point.
Well, it's all magical now. They're very susceptible to BKBs, and I think Lone Druid kind of owns Puck, because if you can live through the burst damage of EG, right, there's really no sustained DPS. And it's once again one of these lineups, Veno wards down, some auras picked up, a bear hitting the tower. How do you, you can surge forward, you can jump in, but where's the damage? All of these EG heroes are super squishy.
But it's the same as the previous game. It's not about the damage that they have, it's the fact that it's so easy for EG to collapse on you Ursa does a lot of damage just through levels alone. He's going to have a decent laning phase. It might be a little bit rough at moments, but overall it's going to be good. And then when you connect with the rest of your team, it's so easy to move forward. You're going to dive the towers with a surge, and sure, Business Associates, they've got this cool Venom Monster, high ground hold, Lone Druid and stuff, but how do they form a team fight? They're hoping to push out lanes. What, their Shaker's going to initiate with that Blink Dagger at like 18 minutes? The first 17 minutes, EG's already run down you.
So wait, you think who's going to win?
EG.
Nomad?
Business Associates.
Nomad is right. Business Associates is going to win this game. The third decider. T-Governor unfortunately was wrong again, but maybe it was me this time. I believe our casters are with us. Lyrical and that banana guy. Are you with me?
Oh yeah, we're hanging out, dude. Darkseer, this is my game. I love this hero. It's amazing.
I hear them, yeah.
Hello.
Oh shit! I think I broke it.
All right, so calm, please, guys. Let's focus on the moment. So Lyrical's just said he loves
Hello?
Darkseer. He's a Darkseer spammer himself. He's
Hello.
got him much MMR, and Kyle's now quickly trying to fix his thing. So
That's
yeah,
fine. You got this.
I'll talk to you guys. So yeah, you guys excited to cast this game?
Yeah, it looks like a game that might not be over at 18 minutes.
All
I
right,
fixed it. I fixed it. Hang on,
you
I'm
got it?
ready.
You
I'm
got
ready.
it?
I
You
fixed
here?
it.
Can you hear
Guys, game 3. Evil Geniuses versus Business Associates. We got some of the best in the business. Lyrical and Brian Banana Slamma Jamma. Take it away. The elimination.
Oh my God, the brilliant melodic tones of the one and only Swindle Melons infecting our ears. Brian, holy hell. Darkseer, I'm super down about it. Lone Druid, I feel like this hero constantly looks good, but it feels a little bit funky around the Lone Druid. There's no like save person behind him, really. It's a little bit different than what we've normally seen.
Yeah, the really only save is the counter initiation from the Earthshaker as well as potentially the cask. I think EG's lineup is all about getting up in your face, and it's kind of Business Associates' job this game to kind of just create that space in fights as well as like on the map. So what I mean is like on the map, if Venomancer is able to consistently sit behind his wards and push out lanes, that bodes really well for Business Associates. They'll get all the farm they need, all the map space they need. But you have this surged Ursa. You know, you have Oracle in lane against the Veno. These heroes are pretty nice. You have the haste to obviously ignore the slows and the Oracle to ignore the magic damage. So heroes like Earth Spirit and Ursa should really have no fear of just getting in there, you know? So there's definitely a lot of merit to both strategies. I actually like both drafts this game, but it really is going to come down to, I think, a lot of the momentum from the mid lane, because both of those heroes are the early to mid game do stuff heroes for their team. So whatever, if the Lone Druids messed with a lot, kind of like he was last game on the Alchemist, I think that's going to bode poorly for him super early. And also the same thing for the Ursa against Veno plus Queen of Pain slows over and over.
Yeah, and I did like the point though that the draft or the panel was making about like the lack of sustained damage to try and throw into Business Associates. The one caveat and the thing that I think makes things a little bit funky is that Darkseer now has this level 10 talent, the 125 Ion Shell radius. And if you look at how much radius Ion Shell naturally has, it's at 250. So it gets up to almost a 400 radius, which is just a little bit less than the black hole range. So all of a sudden, this area where before you'd need to be like right on top of somebody with Ion Shell to damage them, now you've kind of got like potentially 2 rounds of Ion Shell just wearing down people. I don't know if it's going to be enough to kill the bear, but it might be a little bit more damage than people would normally be expecting.
Yeah, so some quick maths for everyone out there since we're just waiting. 2.5 squared is 6.25, and then 3.75 squared, it's about 14. So we're talking about the area that the Ion Shell affects. So you're going from 6.25 pi, of course, to 14 pi, which is like a lot of pies, first off, but that's like twice as large in terms of the area that this Ion Shell hits. I played it once myself, and it feels really good. That's basically what I'm here to say, Lyrical, is after all that BS that I just said, it feels really good, that level 10 talent on Darkseer, especially on these like melee heroes that when they hit you, usually between the time that they hit you and then move again, they kind of run outside of Ion Shell range. And now that doesn't really happen anymore. So that's like where the extra damage usually comes into play.
Once you get up to that level 10, definitely. You're talking about pi a lot. We just had Pi Day recently. Do you know that many digits of pi? Just as a
I know like 5 digits of pi.
Okay.
That's all
I know. As a humble brag, I know like 70. So
Okay,
that's cool.
wow. Yeah. Just flex on the haters while you can. That's impressive, honestly. I don't know why you know that, but like that's impressive.
Because the school system that I was a part of thought that would be a better use of my time than learning how to write in cursive. But
Or like-
regardless, or anything, Bulba's going to do the nice little walk here, get the pull back behind the tier 2 tower, and we have Fear that's going to chase him down. Might be able to get a lot of denies here. This is the sad part about Ion Shell, just level 1 for the Darkseer is it's really not that much damage early on. So we'll see how many denies he's able to get on this Witch Doctor as he chases Bulba around.
Yeah, pretty standard offlane things here on heroes like the Darkseer. I think Darkseer, Bristleback, Batrider, they all kind of do this, where they just drag the creeps. Does get 1 deny. Oh, the 2 range creep denies.
Oh, it's painful.
But he's now going to Ion Shell himself up, so he's going to be able to secure most likely the rest of these. Okay, he got it. Okay, only not too many denies. He does get level 2 off that, which gives him the surge. That's the really important part. And he's going to just surge himself away. Where is he going to go now, Lyrical? That's the question. He's now migrated all the way to the opposite side of the map. Crit, meanwhile, is just soaking XP and sharing it from the big camp with Moo here.
I think Bulba hasn't played Darkseer in a while because this part sucks where this keeps on happening. And now, like, the Witch Doctor can stay on him because he can't TP. So he's just missing, like, a ton of the wave. And he used to be able to do this before, but now he has to hide over here, gets the TP out. We did miss First Blood as it came there onto Brax, who got brought down on the other side of the map. Did not opt for the Ring of Trask this time. So that's probably why that happened.
Yeah, exactly. Gifting some knowledge to the viewers out there. I will say that the nice thing about what Fear did this game was that he knew the Darkseer was going to cut, so he actually went first item boots on 5-position Witch Doctor rather than the standard headdress that we've been seeing a lot of these 5 positions go for, so that he was able to chase him as fast as far as he could, making it so Bulba was removed from the game as long as possible. So that's like really good foresight from Fear, knowing what Bulba's going to do in this lane and planning accordingly.
Yeah, very well done, definitely. And I mean, that's the thing, right? Is that like everybody's seen Darkseer, they know how you do it, you know what the counter is. Need to be careful about this one though. Fear runs in, tries to throw out the cast, they get the surge up afterwards, the rundown comes, and Crit able to make it happen with the Ion Shell help from Bulba.
Yeah, that level 2 Ion Shell, almost double the damage of level 1. He might go down, but does have roll very soon. Does get it off, but the tower!
Oh, ouch. No, he used his TP too.
Oh, did he TP?
Oh wait, no, he didn't.
Oh no, he didn't. Okay, it's really hard to tell when he rolls whether or not he TP'd, but
yeah,
I think he accepted his fate knowing that he clipped the very edge of that tower range.
Mm-hmm.
Mid lane though, we haven't talked about it. I mean, I know I'm memeing, but I'm not really memeing. A lot of people in chat may think I'm memeing. Ask any mid laner in the world to play Puck versus Quap, where the Puck has 5 ping and the Quap has 110, and tell me what they think will happen in the laning stage. This is where it matters the most, you know, when it comes to playing like elusive heroes or in lane. And I think this is really showing in the CS battle in the mid lane. Bottom lane though, this is the problem we have playing Venomancer type heroes against Ursa. Is Venomancer is kind of meant to out-sustain you, and he just gets committed onto. Really good rotation by Crit. Arteezy does go down though.
Yeah, they couldn't get the deny on him. They were 2 separate right clicks coming in, Fly trying to get it onto the Ursa, but instead it was the Maledict that brought him down in the end. Unfortunate series of events there for Mr. Arteezy, playing on his Ursa yet again. But so far, feeling pretty good for EG. They've been able to get level 4 on Bulba. You know, mid lane, like you're talking about, Rayoya's having a good game, especially in comparison to how the Quap's feeling in this one. It's starting to feel like as they get the pushback there onto Moose, things could be going good for EG as they get the final touch there from Fly.
Yeah, Crit's doing a really good job of being super active early, leaving his Darkseer alone. You can't really mess with the lone Druid at this stage in the game, so you get that like early contest to make sure he's not getting too much out of the laning stage, but then you just leave Bulba alone on his little island on Darkseer, and he's going to have that Soul Ring pretty soon, so he's going to be perfectly fine to just spam those Ion Shells, and Moo's going to try to get the Bounty Runes using the Fear from the Bear. The contest for the other Bounty Rune, that Bear is so fast, though.
Oh, nice. Yeah, well done. So EG only end up getting the 1 Bounty Rune over there on the dire side of the map. Business Associates picking up the slack a little bit. We do hear a smoke up as Crit is going to rotate towards mid, dropping a ward, but seeing if the Quap comes into range that early. It looks like he's backing out over there. So He could maybe set up for a kill. It's going to be tough. He needs to time it with Ryoya. Roll forward, get the stun, silence, no mana, no problem. Take him down.
Bottom, though, he does get fissure blocked with the Gale. And Oracle, I believe, had already used Fortune's End aggressively, so was not able to purge the Gale. Nice thing about Maledict this game is you cannot remove it. So despite the fact that they have this strong dispels coming out from the Oracle, as well as the sustain from Darkseer, you cannot remove that Maledict from the Witch Doctor. With unlimited bounces on that Ag's ulti, which I can't imagine coming into play this game, but one man can dream.
Dude, Fear knows his place. He's like, I'll maybe get a mechanism in a little while here. Got boots and a headdress for the moment. Oh god, the leash, the roll in, the root. They have the kick to break the tether. Ooh. Oh, and you can hear the pain in the voice of the Quap as she screams herself to death. Yeah, they're giving him the treatment right now. They're like, you are the man that makes this draft work, and we're gonna make this Quap game terrible.
Yeah, I mean, the mid lane's going to be a big deal, as I said in the draft, and you're already seeing the impact. What happens is that kill doesn't work if Quap's has higher level or higher level than the puck. Meanwhile, bottom, our Fly is in deep, one would say. He does actually just kill Brax, but that is a dominating spree, and we all know what happened in this patch. If you read the patch notes for killing sprees, it's not at all worth gold for killing somebody based on how much net worth they have. It's purely bonus gold based on streaks. So he feeds 400 gold on a 5-position Oracle because he was on a dominating spree. So that is not probably worth, to be honest with you, because he gave some of that gold to the Shaker, who is one of the most important 4-position heroes to get that early gold on.
Yeah, it's a good point. He's almost halfway there towards his arcane boots, picking up the energy booster. And, you know, if he has a game, that can make up for the deficiencies in this Quap early game. Moo's definitely one of the, I think, maybe not most well-known, but maybe most well-known amongst other players, would you say, of 4 positions out of South America? Yeah,
absolutely. I mean, he plays all types of positions in pubs. Like, everyone just knows him. Like, he can play core really well, too. He's just a mechanically skilled player, so it translates really well into being a 4. He's actually level 6, while his offlaner's level 4, believe it or not, because Brax has just been getting the treatment this game. Gets rolled on, kicked back into a puck rotation. Arteezy cleaning at the last coil onto Shaker. Are they going to get more? Roll up soon, but chooses not to go for it. EG does have 4 heroes bottom. Meanwhile, Moo is pressuring the mid tower, so Business Associates is getting something on the map meanwhile, but basically swapping roles on this Venomancer and Earthshaker right now in regards to level distribution. That is pretty nutty. That I guess that probably mainly comes down to Oracle feeding that solo kill because Venomancer had already died.
Yeah, that probably makes the most sense, and feels like, yeah, you kind of want your Veno to have a decent amount, but as long as he gets like a couple points up in wards and can hold a tower alive and sort of hold that formation around the push that's going to come from Lone Druid, it doesn't feel like you're losing that much, and you're getting a ton with the Earthshaker. So I'm pretty happy with that if I'm Business Associates.
For sure. Nine's doing a bit of recovering top. Looks like EG is aware that he's around this area. I don't really know how, but Crit is looking, gets the silence, gets the kick onto both, does end up cleaning up Fear quite easily. He can just blink away if he wants to. Holding on to it, though. Moose does have, the dangle.
Give him the tangle. See if it happens.
Moose coming in hot from behind, gonna find Fly.
Oh, they actually have him.
Fear.
Oh, and they catch him.
Okay, he did have the Fear, but they just saved it for the Shaker's son.
Yeah. I think good decision there. One other thing we might end up seeing later on in this game too is needing to keep your eyes on Bulba surging people when they're close to that Lone Druid. If you manage to hit that Fear while somebody's surged, it can really mess up a team fight and make things tough because you just run the hell away and you might need that hero nearby. Brax caught down bottom yet again, and no luck to get out of that one.
He has to be scouting better with those Venom wards. He has the one ward on the high ground scouting that direction, but he can't walk out in range of Ursa because if he gets gone on like that, even if he were to Gale him, he can just save his ultimate for the Gale and then remove it. Puck is in some trouble.
Yeah, he went a bit too far and waited on his jaunt back to his orb and got punished because of it. So nice play there by Business Associates. We'll make something happen. Bulba's cutting the wave up top. as they're going to pressure that one. So sort of splitting up the map, how as we've seen a ton of times where, Dire just take down this bottom tier 1 tower of Radiant, and Radiant going to try and get the extra damage onto the top tier 1.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom
Okay, so 12 to 6, 1,000 gold lead, and it looks like Business Associates actually want to keep this tower alive. They're still getting the pressure up top, EGR, onto that tower.
Dire's top tower.
Faded Brooch for Ursa. What a nice neutral item for him. Gotta love that in tandem with the Surge. He's gonna be a race car.
Radiant's middle tower.
Rotation coming in mid. I mean, Business Associates leave the bottom tier 1 tower alive, but they're going to go mid instead now. And then the wrap over onto crit. They find him. Quick encirclement and get the magnetize out, but it's not going to really translate into a kill here. It doesn't look like. Although, never mind. Maybe Coil. Okay, Chase, Bulba moving into position. Doesn't have vacuum, but they still get the kill. Take down the mid tier 1 in exchange for those.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Possibly more. 9. Chase down. Doesn't have blink for another second and gets out just barely. Or does he?
Yeah. To be determined. Arteezy is not afraid with that Faded Brooch to chase.
Oh, get away from me, Sonic Wave! Jump in! Oh, they get the kill. That was pretty nice, but it wasn't nice enough.
Use Death Ward Fear.
Too deep. Gotta get out of there. Healing anything. It's gonna be enough. They get the kill onto our tour.
I think he should have just committed the Death Ward. He hesitated. Yeah, I think he was going to die no matter what, but he might have been able to save himself if he immediately deployed that Death Ward. But Arteezy, he's feeling himself. This is what he did the first game on Ursa, but that game, the opponent team had so much push that no matter how many times he killed people, they just, walked down lanes. This game, not at all the same. Brax really hindered on his start, going for kind of this weird, like semi-carry treads build back into Hood on Venom. Not exactly sure why he went treads. I guess he's just trying to have a little bit sustained mana in terms of the tread switching, as well as pushing speed. But he has to play incredibly scared now that Ursa's respawning, potentially looking to Roche once again now that he has that Mask of Madness, and that's exactly what he's going to do. EG smoked up the top lane.
Same thing that they did previously, and it doesn't look like they're in a position to stop this. 9 in some trouble, rooted for a long time, silenced afterwards, and killed off. So they take down that Queen of Pain again. And, 4 deaths doesn't sound bad, but it's a quap. This hero just gets the snowball so stopped when she dies even once in these games.
Yeah, quap is not a hero in Dota, basically, if this kind of start happens. So once again, Ursa getting the Roshan pretty early on in the game. Kind of curious what level 10 talent he takes. He does take the mana regen. And Earthshaker about 1,400 gold off of a Blink Dagger. That's a pretty big timing for Business Associates, especially since Veno's been so hindered, even though he's 4th on the net worth, surprisingly.
Oh.
Oracle?
Yeah, he's pretty done. Finish him off. Moo's trying to secure that kill so he can get the Blink Dagger up. A little bit under halfway to that one for him. After the hot start, it's not like it's like terrible or anything, but probably not exactly where he would have wanted to be.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
So Brian, I mean, is this game pretty much playing out the way that EG want? Are you concerned at all about their game at all, or Business Associates kind of in a ton of trouble?
I think both teams are perfectly content with what's gone on so far. I think both drafts are reasonable, and I think neither team is out of it just yet. Surprisingly, we do not have a one-sided affair so far this game. I think team fights are going to have a heavy role in who wins it. We have the Darkseer wall combo with the Earth Spirit stun on one side, and we have Earthshaker Echo Slam obviously on the other. So once he gets Blink, we'll have to look out for that. But EG looks to be making something happen in response to this push bottom.
Surged, Ion Shelled, Run Down Fear, Coil there, onto 1, Magnetize out afterwards, a good amount of damage, Leashed, Vacuum, Wall pulls him back in, and just when he called for it, it happens. Moo, not able to make any type of extra space, the roll through, trying to get out of there. Now Arteezy showing up, turning on to Moo, doing a good bit of damage, surged up, chased down, and killed as well. Royoya continuing to chase forward. He's got the heals coming through from that Oracle, and 5 for nada. Get out of my jungle.
The Coils is too strong against the Queen of Pain. They've actually been chaining these silences from the Earth Spirit and the Puck almost perfectly on the Shaker. There's been 3 or 4 times now that he's been in the middle of 2 or 3 heroes, and he just hasn't been able to Echo Slam at all. So stressing even more so the importance of that Blink Dagger for him. EG, suddenly, as I said, both teams are content. That is not the case anymore. Business Associates struggling now. RTZ doing the classic run and 9 again. Almost kills him there.
Dude, what a monster. Like, that's the thing, too. This is even before the Surge and Ion Shell. He's got that extra range also. You can see how far away it's hitting on these creeps here. It's just like you stay on top of a target and they're just going to die. I don't know what the hell you need to get now. As Royoya is going to chase down Fear again. My man has been struggling. He's just going to get punched down dead.
That Ion Shell buff is pretty, or that Surge buff on Darkseer is pretty insane, by the way. It used to be 70% movement speed. Right now, Arteezy is not afraid of anything with that Surge. Well, that Ion Shell radius.
Look at him go. Oh, God, get out of there, though. Now he's got the Aegis about to expire. He might have gone a bit too far.
Team Baby Rage.
Hello? Blink back. Ah, he's fine. God, they need like a purge. They need a purge to deal with this. Fly, chase down. He's going to be feared and eaten up. And it looks like the rest of EG should be able to retreat safely.
Yeah, the Surge used to do 70%, which was like about 200 for all these 300 move speed heroes. But now it's 250, which is also benefited from the 15% of boots, as well as the extra, 22% movement speed from phase. So suddenly you're with phase boots on Ursa, you're zip zooping at like 700 ms, which is pretty insane when you have a scary bear running at you that fast. The Surge buff is definitely almost a bigger deal than the Ion Shell change. We see Ursa running again mid, but he did silence himself with the Mask Command, is not able to purge off that Gale. So Brax looks like he's going to be okay for now.
Arteezy runs back to Bull, but I mean, the biggest impediment for all of this is Moose is just going to die to Puck. Roya has been an assassin in the back lines.
Cater too on the coil.
The biggest downside to it is just getting in range where they can cast Surge on him. That's the biggest problem they have right now on EG. As they surge him up and run on in. Brax, hello, how you doing? I'd like to talk to you about your life. It is over. They find that kill, although the Venom ulti, the big old Sonic wave coming through from 9. They get the last second save though. Oh man, and then the TP back home. He is living. Arteezy out of there. Oh no, Bulba now. He does have Surge back up in a second and will be able to use it. Can he survive? Big silence, run back through, because why not? And then the wall dropped down onto all of them. Bulba, does he live through this one? Moose jumps in with the Echo Slam, tries to get it, almost able to save there with the Fate's Edict. But one last punch from Moose put the kibosh onto that. A lot of damage as they are able to get a slight turn, but it feels like it's so insignificant. Maybe a chance here. Fearing up Royoya, run back in with the bear. DD on Arteezy, chase forward, looking for Moose, gets that kill. And
Moo, disarm, man, on this bear.
It's so hard to deal with. Rooted, chase down, he's slowed. Brax trying to keep his carry alive. And the disarm still doing work here as he has another one in just a couple of seconds. Roll forward, finding another round, the stuns, bouncing around with those coconuts, almost finding the kill, and they do bring down Arteezy. 4,000 gold lead still as the battle continues. They take down Crit, and Business Associates finding some life. They chase down Fly here as well as he eventually gets completely destroyed, and they went a bit too far.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Ursa, I'm sure Arteezy's saying something about that cask, because there were 3 heroes and 2 neutrals around, and that cask went to Arteezy, somebody else, Arteezy, somebody else, Arteezy. You know, like alternating between hitting Arteezy and some other unit, because there were a lot of choices, and that cask kept choosing him. So clearly a homing missile from Fear on that cast. Does have the Blink Dagger now on the Shaker, so that's a pretty big deal, as we saw him dying a lot to Puck. So that last fight granted him necessary funds for that. Does have Echo Slam up in 60 seconds. Keep an eye out for that. Pipe done on the Venomancer. Working on the Halberd, which is a pretty big deal against the Ursa. Any other big items coming out? Mech for the Witch Doctor. We have pipe on the Darkseer as well. Puck going for the Ags.
Ooh, they've got all their items now up for Business Associates on tier 2. EG just have the Vambrace and the Nether Shawl. But having the People's Gift there for Quap, I feel like can make kind of a nice little difference for her. As top lane, they roll in, find the Venomancer. He's rooted. He is super duper duper dead. But It's kind of what he's used to at this point. You know, he gives up his life every now and then. He'll be back. So, Brian, I mean, it feels like, again, EG definitely the ones that are getting the kills over and over again. Business Associates kind of staying in the game a little bit. Although now you get the silence here. Yule Scepter lift up.
He jumps it in.
Coil. All right. Ulti being dropped as well. Vacuum pull back on into 2. Silence. Is it going to be enough to keep him alive? Just barely. Doesn't quite manage to get the blink out. The Echo Slam going to connect onto Roya as well as crit, but Moo's silenced. And now Moo with the bear trying to hit it. Fissure connects. Roll forward. Finding this lone druid, the main one. That's a Spirit Vessel charge onto him as well. Can they get this kill? Arteezy chasing him down. Brax back again, alive. Pops the pipe, trying to keep alive Moo here. Roya eventually going to be able to run him down. Bulba gained the damage out with the Ion Shell. A triple kill for Bulba. This guy has not seen this many kills in a cool minute as he manages to get the ultra kill. Give him the rampage, Arteezy. Let the Ion Shell do its work. He needs to run in there, gets healed back up. One more punch, needs another one, and there it is.
They're giving it to him. No, why are you going to take the kill? The Ion Shell was going to get it.
This is why you're not on EG most of the time.
That would have been Bulba's first rampage in his career. How do you just take that away from him? Oh my god, that, like, Bulba knows this is a small audition to replace Ramses on EG, and if he had a rampage, that really ups his stock, but...
I thought I just saw Bulba didn't break one of his items. I'm not sure, but it could have been.
I would have if I was Bulba, to be honest with you.
Oh, well, big plays there from EG. And showing, again, the strength of this Darkseer. Comboed together with a big bad bear. A lot of heals coming through onto Fear.
Arteezy?
He's in pretty deep right now. The other bear is on top of him, eating, rooting, getting the kill.
Classic Arteezy. Yeah. He saw the Witch Doctor use Cask, but it just took him a bit too long to kill the Witch Doctor, and he got maledicted prior to dying on the Witch Doctor, so he just ticked down to that. A lot of damage coming out from the Witch Doctor's maledict as his dying breath. And he has Ags on Puck now, so keep an eye out for that. The kick as well as the vacuum in order to break the coil has been pretty impactful thus far. And with that Ag snap stun as well as damage, that's pretty insane damage.
Definitely. It's hard to deal with. And it's a long duration stun. Yeah, it's so hard to make work. I mean, and the other thing is there isn't like that hard save that we've been talking about. That's really one of the problems with this draft from Business Associates. It's if somebody gets gone on, it's hard to stop it. It's going to be a death so done for Lone Druid. So if they can find that initiation themselves, you know, you get that Earthshaker jumping in, and then Moo can just keep eating up the hero. They got a lot of damage now, but it just hasn't worked out that way for them so far.
Yeah, it looks like the Venomancer's kind of just planting himself around the Roche Pit. Really good map positioning from Brax, knowing that it's kind of his job to just sit here and scout out, make sure that the Ursa isn't able to sneak another Roche. Has the illusion pit sitting in the pit for now. EG's looking to probably force Business Associates away from the Roche Pit via a move to the bottom half of the map, or they're going to smoke directly into them. Let's see what EG decides to do. They have smoked up on 3 heroes. They saw Lone Druid brought him briefly with that ward on the big camp, on the Radiant big camp, but they're going to probably go for the co-op mid. We'll see.
Moo's over here, just going to farm away for the moment. But yeah, like you said, all wrapped around this mid area right now. They do spot out Moo for the moment. Rolling away. Oh, God, they found him. He doesn't have anybody to help him out here. The silence. Going to be the kick, maybe? Sonic Wave comes out. True form. No, it's not going to be enough to keep him alive. And 9 blinked into this one. He's got to get out of here in a second. Vacuum wall pull back there. Moo is in trouble. Moo's rather. The stun comes through onto a couple of them. He's trying to walk away, has an Echo Slam available, doesn't want to have to use it. Enchant Totem, run out of there, roll forward, try to get the kill, and they'll get it with the Geomagnetic Grip. Buyback coming from the Witch Doctors. They want to try and take this fight, it looks like, but they're going to lose the Fear as well. Crit's down super low HP, but he's going to get healed back up. He's living through this one. As the Purifying Flames comes out, they do eventually lose the Ursa, who's going to buy back and now think about running back in again.
He just wants the Roche, I think, knowing that 3 heroes are dead. I also think it's like, where was Fly, you know? Where's my support Oracle with the ulti? I'm dying over here to Venomancer ult. It's not exactly a quick death, so you know, you gotta gotta put yourself in the eyes of Arteezy after watching his stream from pubs for a few days and just learn how to blame your team. You know, that's the most important thing.
Most
jokes
important.
aside.
Oh, vacuum wall, jump back in, Echo, no follow-up at all. Moo does not have a bear for the moment. That thing is done. Oh, it's back up. Never mind. Excuse me. Trying to rid down Bulba. Can't stay on top of him. And the bigger bear comes in. TZ finding Moo. Gets the kill. Godlike Ryoya. He stole a rampage earlier, but he has been playing out of his mind. 9 gets rolled on. Chase forward looking for him. Blink away. Still living. And one by one, EG asserting dominance as Arteezy just surged up, run in. Why not? Make it happen again. You're going to get the kill. They're going to take the towers. Nowhere is safe. Oh, God. What are you doing? He's got enraged. Turns to fight. Wants to get the kill. Oh, silence. Chase forward. Roll. Punch, punch, punch. And he's done. He's coming back and just
The blink.
Blink out. Oh, the smoke. No, it didn't work. Oh, no. Well, he's still got Aegis, so he's fine.
Yeah, that is an 800 movement speed bear when he gets surged up. That is pretty insane to try to kite, especially since they gave his ultimate the status resistance. So even if you try to stun him, it only lasts half as long. So I don't know how you run away from this hero long enough. Obviously in the other game, they never were able to like hit a timing where Ursa was potent enough. But this game with the Darkseer buffing him up, it's pretty freaking scary if you ask me.
And I gotta start playing some more Darkseer again. This hero is super good. I love it.
Nothing more fun than just running really fast, honestly.
Yeah. Oh no, the Force Staff break the coil. Brax couldn't even cast a thing. Poor guy. They kick back another one by one. It's freaking Scorpion from Mortal Kombat going on right now. Just pull them in one by one. Oh, Moo? All right, you get the fear away. But they'll get what they came for.
That fear also buffs up his movement speed, so he's even faster when he gets
Yeah.
feared.
Look at this guy run. Oh my god, what a monster. They have Echo Slam back up again in 4 seconds. Maybe a chance there.
Oh!
Ew, good last second save. I don't know if it's going to be enough, though. They're all grouped together. Walk in, Echo going to connect onto 2. Still not quite enough damage, though. It does look like the Ursa is going to get healed back up. Oh, they got the Fate's Edict on him. The last second save, the Echo did nothing. And still the wraparound's coming, but this Oracle, you've got to find Fly in the background. He is saving lives, mitigating damage. Sonic Wave isn't enough. Doesn't quite look like a turn. The heal, the regen, it's all looking pretty solid for Arteezy. He manages to find the kill, just barely living. Enrage pops off at the last second. He's not going down. You can't deal with the bear. Oh, God. Oh, all they want in this world is just to kill him one last time, but it ain't gonna happen. Oh, it feels bad. Bulba triple kill. GG called. Oracle is good. Darkseer is good. This
Dude.
draft is good. They played it well.
Moo's gonna definitely reconsider ever picking Lone Druid into Oracle, man. That was garbage to have to play against. Like, Fly did such a good job just disarming the bear.